Solve. 1 plus cosine x equals 2 times sine x squared. First, we'll use the Pythagorean identity to replace this sine x squared with 1 minus cosine x squared. From there, we multiply that 2 through, then we move everything over to the left side and factor. Then we set each of these pieces equal to 0. Here, we have 2 cosine x minus 1 equals 0. Therefore, cosine x equals 1/2, which will be positive or negative pi over 3 plus 2k pi, where k is an integer. And over here, we have cosine x plus 1 equals 0. So cosine x equals negative 1. Therefore, x equals pi plus 2k pi, where k belongs to the set of integers. Solve. Cosine x minus sine 2x equals 0. Okay, so first we're going to use an identity to replace sine 2x with 2 sine x cosine x. Then we're going to factor out a cosine x, giving us these two pieces here, cosine x and 1 minus 2 sine x. Since those are equal to 0, we can set each piece equal to 0 and then solve for x. So here we have cosine x equals 0, giving us possible solutions of plus or minus pi over 2 plus 2k pi, where k belongs to the set of integers. And over here, we have 1 minus 2 sine x equals 0. Therefore, sine x equals 1/2, giving us these possible solutions. Pi over 6 plus 2k pi, or 5 pi over 6 plus 2k pi, where k belongs to the set of integers. Solve. 1/2 equals sine of x over 2. We use our half angle identity to replace sine of x over 2 with the square root of 1 minus cosine x over 2. Then we square both sides to get rid of this square root. And then we solve for cosine x. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2. Then we're going to subtract 1 from both sides, and then divide both sides by negative 1. We get cosine x equals 1/2. Therefore, x equals positive or negative pi over 3 plus 2k pi, where k belongs to the set of integers. Solve. Negative cosine x plus sine 2x equals 0. First, we replace sine of 2x with 2 sine x cosine x. Then we factor out a cosine x, and we have cosine x times negative 1 plus 2 sine x. Then we set each of these pieces equal to 0. Cosine x equals 0, therefore x equals positive or negative pi over 2. And over here, we have negative 1 plus 2 sine x equals 0, or sine x equals 1/2, giving us x values of pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6.